G'day from sunny Australia. For those of you that are new around here, I'm Max.
I'm Lee.
And last week we flew
across the world.
Yeah, from the complete other side of the world, from snowy Canada to Australia to surprise my family and mainly my brother, who had just had his first ever child. It turned out perfectly.
We can put the link up here if you want to see the surprise, but today we are on a mission. We actually are here for 6 weeks in Australia. We want to show you the beauty that this country has to offer, and in order to get around the country and visit all of our friends and family, we need to get a means of transportation. So to us, that means getting a van.
So let's go find one.
She was here for long enough that she'll do.
In the right side of the car there?
So first big difference in Australia is they drive on the wrong side of the road.
How safe do we feel in the back with Lee driving, everyone?
Fairly safe.
Thank you.
Mostly safe.
So guys,
You can't talk about me while I'm right here.
if you have watched our Hawaii video from way back, you will have seen, but I don't think we've ever properly introduced you. But this is my beautiful sister, Laura, in the back here. And this is her other sister. No, believe it or not, this is my mum, Jane, on the other side.
Hi.
They're very nervous and excited to be on the video. More nervous, I think. My brother is actually more excited, Tom. He wants to show, he's very keen to show you all his unicycle skills, which are very impressive, and we'll show you those later. So I was just ducking out to get an extra tub of sunscreen because the sun, and saw a sign in a window that caught my attention very quickly. I hope it's a joke, but look, look at this. So Lynn's Vietnamese massage. Some people, hey? We're not in Thailand, you know? So we're driving now north to look at the van. We are coming from 20 minutes south of Newcastle, where my brother lives, and the van is in Salamander Bay, which is a beautiful area, and it's going to be great just to explore around whether we get it or not. In terms of the actual van itself, we're going a very budget option. It's $1,800, and the reason we're choosing to buy rather than rent is hiring a van in Australia is actually very expensive on its own, and because we need it for up to 6 weeks, it can be a lot cheaper in the long run to just buy our own. It's going to be pretty basic, and we'll try and kit it out a little bit ourselves. As a very quick overview of what they say in the description for the van for sale, it's a private sale. It says it's had a little run-in with a kangaroo, which has left a large dent in the front fender. It does not affect hood operation, it's just cosmetic. And their wrap-up is, she ain't beautiful, but it's strong, comfortable, and it's everything you need to go on an adventure, which, yeah, I think that's exactly what we're after.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it just there.
Oh,
There she is.
Oh.
Definitely looking a little beat up. All right, so this is it.
Stay friends with this. Oh, it has little lights. Little twinkle lights. And there's a hula girl.
There's the kangaroo damage.
Oh, it has a little shell.
Hey, just like our van, we've both got hood damage.
Yeah.
What's the first impression, Lee?
It looks cute.
I like this. All right, that looks pretty fun in there. 500?
Yeah, sure. Just in the back here, so you gotta... it's just... You can take it off again.
Hello.
I like it. At the moment, we're taking to a mechanic to get it checked over. And I really hope that it's all good because I'm liking it.
I'm still getting used to the fact that even the sliding door is on the wrong side.
Yeah, and I have to say, the only thing that it feels like it's missing at the moment is Oki.
Oh, look at that. Oh, you feeling good there?
So Max has just popped in the mechanics to see if we can get the van checked over. We want to make sure that it passes the safety since we're only using it for a short time, and then we're going to sell it on. In the meantime, I'm just testing out the inside. A few things that are a bit different. I can't actually sit up straight on the bed, but it doesn't really matter because I think we're going to be driving and sleeping in this, and everything else we're doing is outside because it's a beautiful Australian summer. Down here we have just like a cooler box, which is perfect. We can drop in one thing of ice and that'll keep our veggies cool for a day or two. Over here we have some shelves, which looks nice, and some organizers. All around the driver's area and the passenger area is pretty spacious, but it's just a weird look seeing the wheel on this side and nothing on this side, but we'll get used to it. And the bed is very comfortable. Plus, we won't have to make our bed every night, which is a bonus and something different for us.
And the big one is the rust.
So the mechanics snuck us in very quickly and did a full check over on the van. Unfortunately, it does need a little bit of work done in order to pass the registration. Therefore, we're just gonna go back and see how much lower he'll drop the price to see if it's worth it for us to pay to get everything fixed. In the end, what we're thinking is it's still gonna be more cost efficient to buy it, put the work into it, and potentially sell it when we're finished than renting this whole entire time. So we're still thinking about it and we'll let you know.
So we just went and had a chat with John, the owner. He's a really reasonable guy. He's actually just been in Nicaragua for a long time and is back visiting. We kind of told him that we weren't willing to spend more than about $1,000 on it because of the amount of work it needs doing. And he's been very reasonable with that. He's gonna have a think about it. We're gonna go enjoy the area and hopefully hear from him a bit later today. You know, and we kind of both just figure if it
works out, it's meant to be. This could be our home for the next 6 weeks, and if not, we'll look to find other things as well.
It is school holidays and absolutely bumping everywhere here. You're gonna struggle to find a park.
So we're now heading to meet Max's family for lunch, but I think I know where we're going to be coming back to afterwards.
But, nice to meet you.
That's awesome. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Nice
You
to
too.
meet
Good to meet you.
Have a great day. Enjoy
See
summer
you.
holidays.
See ya.
Yeah. So things have worked out in our favor. We are heading back to John. It was Max?
Yeah, John.
We're heading back to John's. He agreed to sell us the van. We negotiated where he's selling it to us for $1,200. And that means we just have to get some new tires put on, which we can get for a couple $100s as well. So we're really happy with the price. We're really excited to pick the van up. It's gonna be a great 6 weeks. We do recognize that there is a risk to buying a used vehicle, of course, but our hope is that we'll actually save money compared to renting. So it'll be a journey and we'll bring you with us. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For coming.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Look after it.
When we get back to Nika, we'll have to come
Come and
visit.
say g'day. Come
So it's
over.
called
Yeah.
the Tree
It's called
House.
the Treehouse. Yeah, you'll probably hear
Yeah.
about it when you get into the country.
You should
but
let everyone know
it's
because
up
a
in
lot
the
of our
jungle.
subscribers go to Nicaragua.
Yeah, I will come
Yeah.
to the Treehouse. It's just located out of Granada, so we do free shuttles out there. We have parties up there, a lot of monkeys, good times to be had. So.
Unreal.
Nicaragua's
Unreal.
all good again, so get there.
Yeah.
Nicaragua's fine.
Yeah.
People need some tourism.
Yeah.
Come back. Come
Yeah.
check it out.
For
It's
sure.
good to
All
hear
right,
that.
Thanks a lot, mate.
It's been a pleasure.
All right,
Thanks very
cheers.
much, guys.
Safe travels.
We got a van
Yeah.
again.
That's awesome.
And Tom can just take over our Van Life YouTube channel for Australia when we leave.
Yeah, can we introduce Tom now?
Yeah.
All right, the man, the legend himself.
Hey guys, how you going?
This is Max's older brother and the father of beautiful Rory.
Alleged father, but yeah, we think.
Pretty
We think.
confirmed.
Yeah,
And without his help, we wouldn't have this van at all. So huge thanks, Tom.
no worries guys, least I could do. And yeah, looking forward to having a ride in it with you. It'll be good.
And showing off his unicycle skills.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, mate. Your side, apparently. Alright, guys, we need to name this van now too, so any suggestions, put it in the comments below. What'd you think of the drive, mate?
Yeah, drives well, really well. Hey, Lee.
How'd the van look from behind, Lee?
It looks sexy.
Yeah.
I love following behind it.
We've just arrived at Mount Tomaree, which is in Nelson's Bay, just north of Newcastle.
All right, first Australian animal sighting of the trip. That's a kookaburra there. Oh, two. And they're famous, Tom. What are they famous for?
They're the only ones that laugh at your jokes.
Yeah, and what do they sound like?
Yeah, yours was better.
And they also eat snakes, which, depending on your preference towards snakes, can be considered a very good thing.
Right, crikey, it looks like I found another Australian animal in the wild. This one is a big one, and he's in his natural environment up a gum tree. Let's see. It is the typical Australian bogan male. Yeah, so we're just there, and usually we just walk straight up here and straight up there to get the awesome views. There's some cool old artillery from World War II around here, but I've never actually gone and seen that, but apparently it's pretty cool.
I want to have a tour guide more often.
And you tasted grace and kindness too, my friend. You know what hands and feet will do.
Now, it is a bit of a windy day, but we are going to try to get the drone up and check out these views.
Take what you're granted. Love be your mantra.
Tom, this is your first drone lesson?
And a bit of a different one because I don't even have a phone. I'm just doing it by eye at the moment. So even though we are hot and sweaty, I've absolutely loved sharing this with Lee. I've been here, this is my third time now. Tom brought me here because it's a really special place for him and Rach. The first time you came here, what did you think?
Oh, well, Rach and I had been overseas in Europe for quite a while, and we came back, we were still quite jet lagged, and we're like, oh, why don't we go finally do Mount Tomaree, because we'd never done it. We came up here and we were just blown away how it was, just as beautiful as anything we saw in Europe, and it made us really realise that sometimes you don't have to, go across the other side of the world to really enjoy your surroundings. And we come here all the time now, and it's a bit hazy today, but it's still beautiful.
Does anyone else think Tom should have his own YouTube channel? He's much more of a natural than us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's really nice of you. All right, time to go back home.
Take what you're handed. Love be
We are so excited with how today turned out. We definitely did not expect to be driving back in the van, which is now our new home for the next 6 weeks, and we're so happy it all worked out. Max, how does it feel driving?
It's definitely a bit more basic than our Sprinter, but the seats are very comfortable and it's running well. I think it's going to be safe and a great home for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. So now that we're into the new year and we were able to share last week's surprise with everybody, we can finally bring you up to speed on what our plans are for 2019. So as we said, we're going to be in Australia for 6 weeks traveling around. Aki is currently being looked after by my family. We are returning to Canada after these 6 weeks to scoop Aki up, and we're heading back to our van in Colombia. We are so excited for everything that's to come, to continue our trip here in Australia and then to continue our big trip in South America. So if you are not already subscribed to our channel and you want to come along for this adventure that this year is going to be, hit that subscribe button. Another thing we want to say is a huge thank you to everybody who reached out about last week's video. We are finally getting caught up on all the comments, and we've had so much fun interacting with all of you, and really, really appreciate your support, feedback, and positivity.
You're all legends.
Yeah, you're all legends. So many of you are asking in what other ways you can help support us, and the simplest answer is actually, if you enjoyed the video, physically liking the video and commenting on the video really helps us. It's something that Max and I didn't know before starting YouTube. In fact, we had Gmail accounts and we didn't realize that by having a Gmail account, you can like and comment and subscribe to channels. So that goes a really long way, but thank you for all the support that you've been giving us. We really are enjoying sharing our travels with you, and we have so many exciting plans coming up here in Australia and then back in South America. So we can't wait to share more with you.
We can't wait to take you along next week. And remember, only like it if you really want to, and give it a gentle tap of that thumbs up. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.